Hello, and welcome back to the How To Podcast. I am your host, Roslyn, and today we are going to be talking about a topic that I am thoroughly excited about, and it is how to grow your own sprouts at home. So the first thing that I want to talk about is what you can actually sprout, and that includes seeds, grains, and legumes because they become much more nutritious than their unsprouted counterparts. There are, however, some beans and seeds that should be avoided when you're sprouting, and that would include kidney beans, lima beans, black beans, horse beans, runner beans, and garbanzo beans, as well as flaxseed and sunflower seeds. Now, if you're anything like me, you want to feel at least a little bit self-sufficient in this automated world, and in the winter, it's pretty hard to do that because we can't really grow our own fresh produce, especially where I live, because there's lots of snow and it gets really cold, and so vegetables and fruits tend to be scarce. That's where sprouts come in. They contain vitamins B, A, K, and C, and they also have minerals, amino acids, and other essential nutrients that we need. Let me tell you now about some good legumes to sprout. There are mung beans, lentils, various peas and beans, radish, alfalfa, clover, and soybeans. So at the moment, in my house right now, I have lentils, I have quinoa, and then my personal favorite, alfalfa. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 4 tablespoons of my alfalfa seeds and I'm going to pour them into a 1-quart mason jar. I am going to fill my measuring cup up with a little bit of water, maybe about a cup. So then you let that water sit on the counter until it reaches room temperature. But if you are impatient like I am, that is about 20 to 25 degrees Celsius, averaging at about 23 degrees Celsius, which converts to 73.4 Fahrenheit. Your next step is to use that room temperature water to cover your seeds in your mason jar. Next, you want to take some cheesecloth and you want to cut it into a square bigger than the opening because you're going to wrap it over the mouth of the mason jar. So make sure that there's room. You are going to hold the cheesecloth down over the opening of the mason jar with an elastic band. You are now going to put this jar away somewhere for 6 to 8 hours to let the seeds soak. I usually like to start this process right before bed, so that way when I get up in the morning, I'm ready to do the next step, which is drain the water out of the mason jar. You want to do this step gently, and then you are going to leave the seeds again overnight. Now you want to continue to rinse the seeds once in the morning and then once in the evening. The only water should be the water that's adhering to the seeds or the side of the jar, and that's pretty much it. And then after about 3 days, you want to put them on the windowsill, and then that sunlight will help expedite the process. Your sprouts should be ready now within 3 to 5 days, which is pretty exciting. It's like a fast turnover. And if you want to do it in stages, have multiple stages of sprouts growing, then you just have a constant supply of sprouts all the time. And now, through the power of audio magic, my sprouts are finished sprouting and I get to enjoy the benefits now. You can put them in sandwiches, you can put them in soups, and you can put them in stir fries. And if you're like me, sometimes you just want to eat them on their own. Thanks for listening. Our intro and outro music was Get Happy from Purple Planet Music at purpleplanet.com, and I will catch you next time. Bye!